take a look at this one final time. Okay. Gigalith always baits Thunderbolt. Do I need to pre-damage? 37. Might have to pre-damage a little bit. Is that true? Not really, but we will. Okay, so 72 plus 90 plus toxic. Oh, what a homie. Thank you for the sub, Cheesemo. You didn't have to do that. Much appreciated. Try to keep you company while you get the channel back up and running. The YouTube channel, that is. If you came for terrible lines with bad answers, you've come to the right place, though. Let me tell you. What's Poison Tick? 10. I can't believe I just typed in 161 divided by 16. Embarrassing. All right. 90, 72, and 10. That's 172. Okay. So that's more than 100%? How is that more than 100%? Because 44 and 55 is almost 100%. Okay, okay. No pre-damage needed. Right? No, I need to do it with minerals. I'm just dumb. This is why you don't walk into a fight when you first arrive. I need to be 70 plus 90. Okay. 150? That makes more sense. Oh my god, yeah, dude, my box is so bad for like this. Desert to here has been terrible, except for the hard fights, right? Like, it was totally fine for Rich Boy Santos. I had like the freest Orientia you've ever seen. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Right, and then like Vito was free, right? So I spent more time calcing the Shed Shell double than I did calcing and battling Vito. Make it make sense. But we did it, yeah. We've been deathless for a minute, and we've got some tech on this one. What's the problem? What is the issue? The issue is, Dave, I'm so sorry, brother. My heart goes out to you, man. That is the worst feeling. Was it a miss in calc or forgot to pre-damage? Can I do something other than Penguin at the finish here? Because I kind of need a backup pivot. Oh, no, no, no. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. But unavailable actually does look really fun. I gotta say. Just to get the new mons. Okay, let's put this guy back to 150 HP, and let's heal everybody else up. Pre-damage 1 to 150, and then heal these fools. Super potion for you. All right. Technically we have answers to things here. Hardstone, Alepa, Never Melt, Protective Pads, itemless, itemless. All right. Good luck. Rock Smash. Because then it's just crit, right? Like you weren't dead to... If you were dead to rolls of crit, then... Yeah. I wondered if the play was just a double switch, get Sneasler back on the field. Because it seemed like Sneasler wouldn't be dead to anything the next turn. And could just... at least most of the time, just KO the Darkrai. But it's so hard, like, right after, to play the what-if game. And I don't want to do that to you, man. That was a very well-cooked E4. The Glacia Urshifu sack was insanely cool. Safeguard was cool tech, and it's just a shame that it didn't work out. You know, one mistake is all it takes. All right, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna try to bounce back. Yeah. But well, if you clicked Rock Smash, doesn't the Darkrai live? Or was Darkrai always targeting the other slot? I don't know. In we go. Alright, Kindler Bernie. This guy is somehow scary. Ah, so I didn't know you had kill, so the Dark Pulse kill. Got it. Yeah, they had a Dark Pulse kill. Definitely Sneasler that slot. And then who knows? Yeah. Okay, this is Rock Slide versus Thunderbolt. No crit is good. Because now we have like maybe an emergency pivot on this guy. White or bug means nothing. And now here is the Ivy Wing Classic. Trying to square peg a round hole with like the one of the two Mickeys I got. Focus Blast miss is great. Drop there was a big problem. So here's the plan. The plan is to just kind of not damage him. We really want him to click substitutes. We need 2 substitutes before we run out of roosts. He is an odd HP, so 2 substitutes will not trigger the Starf Berry. We don't want anything else. Come on, dude. Come on, you know you want to click substitute. You want to substitute so bad. You want to substitute so bad. Oh, nice crit. That's 3 Fire Blasts. We need 2 subs before 5 Fire Blasts. Sorry, 8 Fire Blasts. Slot 1. After that, it gets scary because he can start Focus Blast dropping me. We don't just want to spam Roost because if he doesn't sub for us, then we have a new problem. 4 Fire Blasts, right? Man. No substitutes? We are in trouble. Oh dear. Okay. We're never dead. Because roosting on Focus Blast is worse. You know, we can get dropped, we get all this stuff. We're in trouble. Please click substitute. He's like nearly out of those now. Not one sub. Alright, sub is like +6 there. Alright, now we have to dodge some drops. Oh god. This is so bad. We don't have Focus Blast switch-ins, so we just have to sit here and spam Roost. Leppa's gone. Do we just have to deal with Starf Berry then? I think we fish for miss. That's 2 Focus Blasts. That's awful. We have no switch-ins. Three. And let me do this without a flying type. We take 62.5%. We take more than 50%. But we only have to take 2 more. So we're never dead to crit this time, and we're usually not dead to crit the next time. Right, we got Focus Blast on switch in, and then 2 more. And then after that, it's Acrobatics, which doesn't deal that much to me. Miss. Hey, we got a substitute. break the sub. Now, was that so hard? Miss. Well, actually, this one's better because we take this one as a flying type. No drop. All right, he's got one more. We're never dead to it. Got a roost. Right? Yeah, we have no killing rolls yet. We're still -1 SPDEF. We're never dead to crit from full. All right, that's the final focus blast. So now he's clicking acro. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, we can't use Empoleon because that'll bait Skuntank. We have a few choices. Because he's only got sub and acro. Only sub and acro. So this is... And Dreadnought, unfortunately, doesn't take enough damage. Well, maybe that's okay. No. It's not. I don't know that we can KO this Simisear with anything other than Dreadnought, other than... Oh, we're -2 SPDEF anyway, right? So maybe the answer is we have to switch out and switch back in. And use some... We can switch out and switch back in on... We have to reset the SPDEF drops. What a terrible plan. Okay, we can actually like KO him there, but again, we really just want the sub. Come on, one more sub. You know how many chances you had to click sub here? The asshole won't click sub. I needed 2 subs, which is +6 in... How many turns is this? 8, 5, and then like 6 acrobatics? Right, I'm checking the darn AI. We know he can click substitute. Well, he clicked one. We know he can click substitute, which means substitute is +6. Which means on every single turn that he clicked an attack, substitute was 40%. No, that's not true. We can get the additional -1 randomly. So, okay, so it's 20% every turn, which is a lot worse odds than I thought. 20%? Yeah, because it cuts the odds in half. But I mean, we didn't have a better plan. We did not have a better plan. Tailwind is up, which will play around Starfberry increase. The real problem is after another acrobatics, we're still gonna bait the Scun tank, probably. No. But I'm out of Roost. So I think the new plan can't do that either. Crap. Is the new plan really like Scald Burn with Empoleon? That's crazy talk, right? I mean, it might be just dodge crit with Empoleon. Do I have a Tailwind up? I think so. I really don't know. Yeah, Dreadnought doesn't quite do enough damage. I guess I can just try to hit a range of like Rock Tomb and Liquidation. It's a decent range. Tailwind is up, right? I think Tailwind's up. Starfberry. Speed. Sure hope Tailwind's up. It is! Yes! We got the right rolls. Come on. What was highest damage? Highest damage Sludge Bomb, 57 HP. Drudagon has kill with exactly Dragon Rush. All right, that was part 1 of the bad plan. Here's part 2. This is guaranteed Flamethrower. We go into, actually this part I like quite a bit. This is Water Veil Floatzel, so we can't get burnt. We need 10% damage. So we click Fake Out. This is Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, but we're Protective Pads. So Floatzel, the hard counter to Drudagon. Love it. Not really. Hard counter in terms of being able to get 10%. And then now we can just go back to Sand Slash on Glare or Dragon Rush. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's definitely pre-toxic your Pokemon and then switch it in again, right? That's what you do. Sand Slash with Never Melt Ice and the Fake Out Chip always KOs and outspeeds with Icicle Crash, which I'm pretty sure ain't a contact move. If it is, then we were totally dead to crit. Single crit on the 2 turns, but it shouldn't be. See, there was some plan here. It just went entirely off the rails. And then we're super dead to Fire Gem, Fire Blast. And nothing else. I think we've got a couple of choices here. Sir Teabag, welcome in and thank you for the follow. Oh no, we're gonna take our time not throwing this fight. We worked hard to survive to this point. 83 HP Poison Sand Slash with an item. It can't boom. This is always Fire Blast. So I think we just go to Penguin. Yeah? Can I just go to Floatzel? Yeah. It's always Fire Blasts. We can't lose our pads. Gem boosted Fire Blast. Now the gem's gone. Nice crit. Can't burn. Water Veil value twice in one battle. We Fake Out for some chip. Okay. Highest damage is knockoff only. Most rolls kill. But we're itemless on Dreadnought. Okay. And now there's a teensy bit of fiction. Not really. We have 2 full Pokemon for this. This part of the fight was always safe. We just had to get to this point. With the extra little chip, Rock Tomb into Rock Slide will always KO. And Rock Slide is also not contact, so there's no concern regarding Aftermath. We also are above 25% though. Another riskless fight. Right? Right? Alright, give me these berries. Testosterone-less? I think that's an insult. Should I be insulted? I'm gonna be insulted. Soy. Alright, and now this Iron Ball fight will somehow be like the easiest fight of all time. Alright. Oh, this is we have Don Fan thing first. Oh, well, I mean, every one of those fights is that's true for every single one of my fights. Clicking buttons is for fools. Dreadnought? The old live on 1 HP play? right? That looked good to you guys? 99% from Earthquake? Little Ice Fang into Liquidation? No problem? Or is this a sturdy Crustle moment? It is not. Crustle is not sturdy enough. What are the other options? Sandslash? No. Yeah. Just because we like to point out how bad Kabutops is dead to 50% of rolls because he's ass. Even though he's a higher base defense, his HP is terrible. All right, so we get Dread Lead, and then I'm pretty sure, so that's going to guarantee Gallade. I'm pretty sure that itemless guy does the job here. Yep, we can just itemless pre-poison or pre-toxic. I don't even think we need the pre-status, actually. Right? We're like 0 HP Dreadnought. He's clicking Earthquake. He's sturdy. He can flinch. Because he can, we can flinch him with Ice Fang, and we can't prevent the flinch. Well, if we flinch him, we just Rock Tomb. So yeah, so this is always, so it's always safe to be itemless. And we just go to Talonflame on Drain Punch, then Headbutt. We one-shot him with Acrobatics itemless, and then we get guaranteed something. This guy's Defiant, so we do have to be a little bit cautious. Why do I feel like this is just Steelix being better than him? I mean, surely with all of our very, very, very powerful guys, all of our bulk will be fine. He can Super Fang me, but I'm pretty sure I can just, like, Chesto Berry switch in. Oh no, we're slower. He's fast. Okay. I will freeze him and he will never thaw. Okay. Alright. So, I mean, we have so many Pokemon for this. Surely, 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 we can survive some attacks. With, like, you. So I think we still pre-poison so that it's always an attack on the switch-in. And it'll always be exactly double edge. Yeah. It'll always be double edge. So we can just, like, Sand Tomb, Citrus Berry. Right, he's clicking Super Fang on us. Oh, we can't Citrus Berry. But we can click Sand Tomb, and then we can click, like, Dig. And then if we get too low HP on that guy, we just kind of go down the line to the next guy. And you can KO with X-Scissor. We can pre-toxic you. We have Gigalith. Then we'll have the Penguin character too, I suppose. Or is this where we bring in Mienshao for Fake Out Vacuum Wave on Stomping Tantrum? Right, so we just bring all the guys that bait like Stomping Tantrum and we'll be fine. I wish I were tracking frags, because I just want to see how many Dreadnought has. Chesto. Chesto. I guess Chesto here and there too. Yeah. And then no item Dreadnought. Right, it's not necessary. Just double check myself. 35 and 67. That's always enough. Pre-toxic Talon when we get there. Okay, we fought you. This is like the... Okay. Okay, make sure it's the right mon. Talonflame, itemless, pre-toxic. Beautiful. Oh yeah, and we can always go back into Talonflame. Forgot about that. We can go back into Talonflame and do 50% at the end because we're baiting all of these Stomping Tantrums. Probably, anyway. Okay. We go in. See, not every fight takes me an hour to cook, just the ones that I might lose to. Right. Oh my god, what if we froze them? Right. Now we won't freeze them. It'll be fine. There we go. Yoicks. Moldbreaker Donphan. Didn't keep Ice Shard. What a fraud. Okay, random moves, Zen Headbutt or Drain Punch. Doesn't really matter which. We have 4 Pokemon for the guy in the back. That is the worst of the 2. But we were never dead to crit into 2 ticks of poison. He's Lumberry. He's leftovers. Yikes. Enjoy these leftovers. All right. Now we get Perugly. Perugly clicking double edge exactly. We go Steelix. Love this guy. Okay. Sand Tomb. Okay. Importantly, his next attack will also be Super Fang. Or Hypnosis, right? And then we'll still get a consistent move the following turn. Yes. You bum! I love the Sand Tomb Dig combination on Steelix to rack up additional Sand Tomb damage. He said, using Steelix for literally the second battle ever. But in this case, it lets us confirm the range. Bang! That was oddly satisfying. That's why we dropped Rock Slide. I'm not sure that we'll use Explosion at some point, but I do plan on keeping Explosion. I dropped Slide. Dude, I have like 6 Rock Sliders. And it learns Rock Tomb, and it would be Sheer Force Rock Tomb, which is like higher base power than regular Rock Slide. It'll be fine. Is it? I have Gigalith, I have Caracosta, I have Dreadnought, I have Crustle, I have Kabutops. They all get I know that they all get boosted. The point is, it's the same thing as having. It's more powerful than the other ability on Steelix would be. My guy's also adamant, so like, and it doesn't one-shot anything. It always kills in slow motion. So what am I worried about? I love seeing the Bronzong HP ranges. Yeah, it could be wrong. It could be wrong. I don't know. Again, first time. It's the first time I've had Steelix. It's the first time I've had Escav. Like these are new guys for me, and I don't expect to just perfectly utilize them the first time. But with Steelix, at least I had a vision for what I wanted to do, how it fits into this box. And I stand by it. I have Steelix and Donphan for ground coverage. That's what I have. So I knew I needed to keep Dig. But sometimes one Dig just doesn't do the job. But legit hilarious that we take 37% from Explosion. All right, and keeping Boom is Smoge. The gates? Yeah, dude, I can't plan for that. Like, we're so far away from there. All right, so if we do Steelix lead, then we don't have to worry about, like, Lopunny stuff, which is really nice. And I don't think it's that scary either. Right? I mean, we would be dead to like Earthquake crit into some Explosion crits, and he has to not click Trick on us. We're actually not slower, but we would be. We just click Sand Tomb turn 1, and if he tricks us, we click Dig. Anybody learn Swords Dance? No. So it's only ever gonna be Eldegoss or Sirfetch'd. So we just have to make sure that we have lines that can get us what we need. Do we have any way of KOing the Drampa? Probably not, right? Do we have to chain it? No, we don't. Because Weavile's specially bulky. Hold on. Does Cherry work? Cherry doesn't work because we're minus attack. So we do have to get a guaranteed move. Don't give up on Steelix though, Cheese. Just because I'm keeping Boom doesn't mean I'm going to Boom it. It just means that it's an option until if and when we ever get to Pyre Tag. Yeah, it's a really good Steelix. Insanely good Steelix. Like if there is Steelix E4 tech, this is the one, right? Like. Yeah, adamant. Good speed, holy. I also imagine this guy's pretty good on double battles for like baiting fire moves. Just like take literally anything and bait a fire move. Oh my god, Steelix. I didn't know it had this kind of game with the Drampa either. Oh yeah, we quad resist, right? I love quad resisting rock is so valuable. Yeah, I never really thought of it as Excadrill, but Excadrill was incredibly valuable at taking those moves, and this is about as bulky, I guess, on the def side. It's lower HP. Excadrill has crazy high HP. All right, so we Steelix lead. Do we want to Steelix lead? There's no reason not to get an Intimidate. It just kind of buys us time, right? Well, no, if crits are the thing we're worried about, then that doesn't buy us time. Unless we're using somebody else. Oh, I bet there must be so many sturdy Donphan plays here, huh? Where you just like hope he tricks onto you, and then if he does, you just boom. He just booms the next turn. And if you even if you turn one booms, you live. Is that the play? Is that the play? What's the punish for sturdy Donphan? Because that's going to get us consistent second Pokemon. Oh, because he tricks and then high horsepower misses. That's why it's not the standard play. Whereas Steelix gets to click Sand Tomb first. But then we don't do any damage afterwards, right? So Steelix doesn't really 1v1 this. Steelix just hopes that he clicks Boom. That's not really good either. Now it feels like I just fished for Scald Burn then. I don't have Willow on T-Flame. I drop it for Flare Blitz. Again, I have no other fire moves on the whole team, so I need Flare Blitz. You keep thinking I have resources. Forget everything you know about having a good box with an Infernape in it. We have Water Rock types. That's what we have. You need to resource a normal move? We got you. We got you. I have like 6 guys that live Explosion from this Bronzong. You want me to KO a water type? No. This is the first time that I've made it decently far. And I can't even call this far, but this is the first time I've taken a terrible box like into the part of the game where terrible boxes go to die. So it's a little bit uncharted territory. Yeah, well, that's how I feel about him dropping Giga Drain on his Torterra. Giga Drain is so valuable. Yeah, Talonflame totally suffers from 5 move slots, right? It desperately wants 5 slots. And then you have to ask yourself, do I want Acrobatics or do I want Brave Bird? But I always take Brave Bird. I actually drop Growl. Because as you are starting to see, I think this is the part of the game where Woodhammer starts to pop off. And you just sort of switch in, click Woodhammer, and live. And then in the places where Giga Drain helps you, it's either to confirm a range for a Woodhammer, or it's to just like obliterate one of the many water, ground, water, rock types you're going to face, like Mount Pyre. What's it called? The Relicanth on Mount Pyre is a pain, but with Giga Drain, you can just chain that and the Skuntank in the back, no problem. So yeah, I love Growl, and like Gremmy on his winning NG Plus run kept Growl even in the magma hideout. Like I don't know that he ever dropped it, but I do. Does Lucario wreck Skuntank? I have no idea. Oh, I guess it just resists everything it has. I'm so used to Skuntanks having Fire Blast. All right, so let me do my normal thing. Oh yeah, I know the Cloister thing. Especially with Steadfast, like even if it flinches you with King's Rock, then you're just faster. It's a cheat code for that. Where's my Lopunny? There. So we kept Charm for this exact fight. So why don't we use it, right? We're dead to Boom. We're dead to Boom crit turn 1. I can live with that. And then we'll just hold, like, you know. And then if he doesn't, even if he does Boom, we would just, if he booms and we live, we would just die to Dugtrio, which is a shame. No, yes. He can. He can boom turn 1. That's why people don't get the Iron Ball. Right? Isn't this a thing that Cookies always gets boomed on? Is Trick +7 turn 1? No, it's 50-50. So 50% of the time it can be +6, and Boom, well, it doesn't matter. Boom is +7 5% of the time. So yes, it can not even 2.5%. I think 1.25% of the time it can boom turn 1. Keep reading. Oh, yep, I'm dumb. But it doesn't matter. Boom is +7. That doesn't change anything. So it's 2.5%, not 1.25. But yes, he can boom turn 1 is the answer to the question. So I think it's just standard Dreadnought stuff, right? We charm him, then he's -2, and then we go Dreadnought, and Dreadnought 3 taps him, and he can't 3 tap me. And then what if I get the Iron Ball here? Am I still faster? I am. So I will always outspeed and 3-shot, or I will live Boom. It doesn't matter. That just means I can't go Citrus on Dreadnought. That's the only thing that means. Yeah. So we're just going to risk Lopunny on turn 1 to the 2.5%. Because the other option is risking Dreadnought of what? Just annoying stuff. What if he's only -1? Can I just lead Intimidate? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we get that. We assume it works. We always get Eldegoss. Eldegoss clicks a move and does nothing into us. We acrobatics. We drop our own speed. We eject him out. We're dead to Stone Edge and nothing else. Who is our Dugtrio counter? Is it you? Aqua Jet almost kills. Stone Edge. And we have to live Stone Edge plus Final Gambit. Or have a Prio move, okay? Or do we want to do this with Mask? We can do this with Mask, because we'll be slower than, like, everybody. But Mask would still just bait Dugtrio. Okay, so same bait. Those are only 2 flying types, and Levitate Carnivine can't do it, right? Right. So we need to switch in. We have a shed shell now, so we don't have to panic like we might otherwise. Okay. Yeah, it's really unlikely, but it keeps happening to people. So I think we can go Shed Shell Mienfu, and then we take the Stone Edge. It can Final Gambit. If it does, Talonflame lives. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it's not Talonflame. Because we're probably going to use Talonflame for Meteor Assault Buddy. So we do Masquerain for Dougie. And then if he clicks Earthquake, great, we get an Intimidate. If he clicks Final Gambit, we just KO. And we get... It does, but he doesn't have to Final Gambit. He can Earthquake KO me. I mean, it's crit, but... In the other Final Gambit battle, I got 3 turns in a row of not Final Gambit when Final Gambit was +8. My luck has not been good in encounters or in battles. We've frauded a couple of key places, but mostly this is just the run where things go wrong and we don't die anyway. Well, Flossel's got to live a Stone Edge crit, which he does. Good call. Cheesemo. No Mienfu, because Dugtrio is ass. Yep. Fake out Aqua Jet. We're significantly slower. How fast? I bet your plus speed floats will outsped this fool. I'll bet. And then we've done enough damage, right? 77 minimum, that it actually will not be Eldegoss. We'll show fast kill to Eldegoss at that range. So we're going to get like randomish moves surfetched. But Masquerain walls that move set. So we switch in once. We get a Night Slash. On Night Slash, we go to Weavile. Can Weavile do that? No, Weavile can't take any extra damage. Now we're running low on slots. And Talonflame cannot take Meteor Assault with us roosting. We can't take Brick Break and then like roost because we die on Meteor Assault. So still isn't quite it. Because Drampa is either Chain Kill from Mienfu with exactly Muscle Band, or Icicle Crash Weavile on a guaranteed not glare turn with Never Melt Ice. Right? Can Sand Slash just come in and KO? No, that's already boosted. Yeah. Well, it isn't always +8 on Final Gambit, right? Only in certain situations. It just so happened that in my case, that situation was true every time. That I had a KO on it and was slower, so it was +8 in that instance. But Final Gambit in general is not always that high. I do not like the randomish move And this guy has to be, I think, citrus. So Floatzel packs him up, but at great cost is the short answer. If we had like a good Mickey, does it work? No, you just need more damage output. But all I really need is something to bait guaranteed Meteor Assault. Because if I can get Talon in on Meteor Assault, I can heal once. I'd have to like multiple pivot it. Well, let's give it a shot. So let's say we go Talonflame, we get Night Slash. On the Night Slash, we go, you get Brick Break 2, darn it. Darn to the it. Weavile speed ties the Dugtrio. It speed ties the Dugtrio. You're kidding me. Okay. So let's just do the Donphan thing. So let's say, cool, we're switching Donphan in on Stone Edge. Mask is slower than the Sirfetch'd because my mask is nearly minimum speed, so no, it kind of can't. I mean, maybe I can Sharp Beat KO. If I can get guaranteed Meteor Assault, I still don't KO. you're hurting me, man. You think I've got good answers. This mask has clicked Scary Face so many times because it's so slow. It makes its own speed drops so that I can air slash flinch fraud my way out of battles. But if we go Donphan, Donphan will get us Eldegoss back out. And then we can KO the Eldegoss again. Or KO it this time. I guess there's the potential. I guess I need an item on this guy. Yeah. We need an item on this so that we don't keep it from coming out. Or if we like, would that be a problem? Or is it still Meteor Assault? Because we're going to Ice Shard this guy. He's not doing that much to us. Right? Ice Shard him twice. So we are, if we KO'd, it'd be fine. We'd still get Meteor Assault. Right? No, we might get Hyper Voice. That's a little sketchy. But we can deal with it. Deal with it when it comes. Are you sashed? No. All right. We'll play that by ear, but we think we can get... Yeah, should be fine. Get you and you. I think we just kind of bring both. And then... and then we still can't get in on the Drampa. right? Unless what? Well, we can Flare Blitz the Sirfetch'd. Do 43%. He's scrappy, not inner focus. So if we get another Meteor Assault or a Night Slash, which we can get Night Slash out of random move into Masquerain, then Weavile finishes. I think this works. And I think the line is retained even with Boom. Just have to make sure we click the right move based on the trio critting or missing Stone Edge, stuff like that. And I'm sorry, you do just one shot, right? You do one shot. Good job, Weavile. Way to hit the range with your minus attack nature. I think Sand Slash is holding that. Okay, Never Melt Ice on you. Citrus on you. Yeah. Can we KO with Never Melt Ice? I'm sorry, we can KO with Ice Shard, which is actually kind of a problem. So I think I have to just let him Final Gambit me. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I just have to let him do it. Or Earthquake me. What if he does... What if he misses Stone Edge and hits Earthquake? That's kind of the worst case. Now, it won't matter. Eldegoss is always going to see a KO on me, so it doesn't matter if he does less damage. I think we're totally safe. Talon should eat its citrus. Dreadnought needs... Dreadnought can't have a citrus, that's right. And then you need kind of a silly item. Does Mask need a citrus? I don't think so. But you eject. I think I'm going to give an Oranberry here because I want to do less damage. Yeah. Okay. Please give me the Iron Ball. Okay. All right. There's also an argument for clicking another charm if he doesn't trick here. but he does. Iron Ball acquired. Okay, so now he's Asper Berry. Dreadnought can just switch in, take an Earthquake, take a Gyro Ball, doesn't care, Liquidation, take another, Liquidation, take a third, and not be dead. Just barely. Is Nancy what you call your Lopunny? Call Mighty. Dave asked it to be named after him. There's the boom. Watch us live the boom. Let's go. Shell Armor. Woo! Yeah, Dave asked to be named, have the Weavile named after him. I told him no. Oh, crap. I'm an idiot. I'm faster. Bye-bye. That's like our best Pokemon, sadly. That was just always going to happen. I just played late at night, and Dreadnought is faster than Eldegoss, so of course Dugtrio came out next. There was no... I needed to have Shed Shell on the Dreadnought, and I didn't. This fight is not hard. Weaken Ice Shard. And now I'm not baiting Dugtrio, so I got to figure out the rest of this fight. Crap. Talonflame will be out damaged by... That's just mean. Man, what a dumb loss. Okay, 135. Are we out damaged by Meteor Assault at 135? It's pretty close. 55% yes. Okay, there's Surfetched. Great. Still works. Different chain now. Surfetched is clicking always Meteor Assault, which is kind of nice. The only thing we can't do is Roost. Yeah. All right, Meteor Assault. We did 40% minimum. He has to recharge this turn. He's scrappy, not in our focus. We've all changed the back. Look how free this fight is. Fake out. Icicle Crash. Icicle Crash. We at -1 speed. Icicle Crash. Didn't even need to change the line. It just meant we had to let Lopunny die if he didn't trick. Just needed the item. Haven't messed that one up in a long time. It was not unlucky. Unlucky plays are for when you bring what you had and it goes wrong. Nothing unlucky about a straight up bad play. That's the first real just L of the run. Everything else has been having bad answers and not getting the luck where we needed it. Now I have to put Kabutops in the real box and consider using it. Alright. Let's get this one more fight done and then get me out of here. Is this just like, can I just Earthquake spam? Double Battle, Gigalith. Pretty close. Pretty close to just double KO. So this is like Caracosta and Gigalith, right? So we pre-damage to 28, we protect, KO the Houndoom. Great. And then we want to do, which way do we want to go? Oh my god, Floatzel outspeeds things? Oh, don't worry, we don't hit the range. That's much better. I was worried for a second that Floatzel might do its job. I was dazed and confused. Alright. So turn 1, Rock Slide the Houndoom, do 20% to Klefki, sure. What is Gigalith bait? Gigalith out damages both. So we would just get Grimmsnarl if it was you, and we would get Grimmsnarl if it was you as well. Kind of sucks. What if we do the other guy? If we bring our other Protect guy, we can be dead to foul play. And we can protect. And then we're getting Burning Jealousy, Hyper Voice, or Retaliate. So we have to switch on a random move Pyroar, but at least we get Pyroar. Or we best... Oh no, let's best of both worlds it. Lead Costa, don't protect, pivot Scolipede. Go to protect on Scolipede. Protect on Scolipede and a Rock Slide. Yep. And then you just bring in a whole bunch of guys that can do the job. Bring in you. We don't have any own tempo mons, do we? Nope. Flash Cannon and Empoleon seems good. And then what? Persm. Who takes foul play well? Sand Slash actually takes it pretty well. And has Iron Head. Sure. Or is it just Steelix? Steelix probably takes a billion of these. Oh yeah, it's Steelix. Okay. Okay, we go Hardstone, Persm, and then Costa and Scolipede need to be pre-damaged. So, does that work? Oh, actually don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Alright, do we have anything else that just KOs the Houndoom? Ooh. Big Pengu moment coming in hot. Let's go. Wise Glasses Penguin. Wise Glasses Penguin. Let's go. Okay. Protect and KO, turn 1. Penguin's in slot 2. It baits Pyroar because we fast kill Grimmsnarl. Pyroar comes out for exactly Hyper Voice, which we tank. We switch into Persm Steelix. KO the Pyroar. We get Grimmsnarl. Steelix clicks. What? I don't know that we want Steelix to... Huh. That's an interesting one. Ooh, I think this actually would work. I think I just thought of something. So we'll switch Steelix in, but we don't want to attack with Steelix. What we want to do, because we're getting a guaranteed fake out turn. We're going to get fake out into Empoleon, and then we're going to get... Oh, no, it doesn't work. We can probably go our Dark type, right? And be immune to Prankster. We don't always KO the Grimmsnarl. But it's got to be good enough. That's got to be good enough. Floatzel baits. Floatzel shows fast kill to the Pyroar. I want Pyroar second so I can get rid of Unnerve and carry Persian Berries. Penguin slow kills both Pokemon, both fire types. Floatzel can't do that. It neither KOs both because mine's terrible, nor does it bait them. The other slot, Caracosta, also baits Grimmsnarl. What is this guy smoking? Here, we'll bring a Dark type to be immune. You do. Have you seen? Have you not seen this, Scully? I rest my case. Yup. He is definitely a Pokemon. I don't think I bring Weavile. I think I just bring Sandslash. Persim. Citrus. And then Caracosta. What HP? It's like 28. 28. Man, Dreadnought was definitely coming to my my gauntlet too. I don't think I have a Gliscor counter now. Maybe Floatzel with Ice Punch. I doubt mine KOs it though. Sandslash? Dodging crits? We'll find out. That was a bad loss. That was a really bad loss. But it's the same concept. Just get to Surf Sim. Okay. Protect, Scald. We show fast KO to Grimmsnarl, so this has to be Pyroar. for simply outspeed. Pyro is clicking Hyper Voice, and we take nothing from that. Oh, right, Retaliate. Boosted damage. This even does less. Just means that Penguin doesn't take any damage. Big damage on Steelix. Alright, this is a true double, so we get the Grimmsnarl now. But we're allowed to use our Prism. So there's only double Swagger into self-hit is a problem. Which cannot happen this turn. It's impossible. So we're going to dig the Klefki, and the big W here would be Klefki clicking Swagger into Steelix before we go underground. This is a guaranteed fake out into this slot. Do anything with that? Escav doesn't have... Well, it has a bug move. Sorry, I didn't actually calc any part of this. Second, the end game here, I just said it'll be fine. I think we just stay in. Fake out. Foul play is fine. Okay. Guaranteed double target into Penguin. What is Grimmsnarl clicking on me? So this is foul play or Swagger, all into Penguin slot. So I think we just switch out here. What's the danger? Just stay in. Oh, huge Aqua Jets coming out next turn. Not just kidding, we're clearly not going to stay in. Hit the range. We missed the range. He's a Citrus. Okay, we are +4 attack. Foul play. See some killing rolls from Grimmsnarl and no killing rolls from Klefki. So let's just switch out. We're immune to Swagger with the Dark type, so now we can start cleaning up. Swagger misses, that's nice. Sandtomb KO, let's go. We still have our item. We do. So Steelix actually can Gyro Ball KO this guy. And we'll click Scary Face. Yep, nice little Nombo there. Really stupid of me. But it's fine. I just wanted Steelix to get the KO. Alright, we've reached the 114 gauntlet. Oh, and I changed my badges, not my deaths. I'm definitely not doing the gauntlet, but I will peek at it before trying to get some rest. Okay. Let's just start at the back and go get ourselves the Durant Collector Hector guy. We're faster, right? Yeah, we're faster. We KO with Talonflame. Great. Do we have a Zangoose answer? We do if we switch in on not boosted Facade or Night Slash. If it's close combat, we're in trouble. Yanxiao is slower. Escavalier almost does it. Hold on. Nope. Steelix. Just bludgeon my way through it with Steelix. Yeah, dig in a close combat drop plus the toxic stuff probably does it. Okay. What's my lead? Kabutops. Liquidation. What is Kabutops' bait? Kabutops would just bait. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I think we just have 4 Mons that take that fight, but it doesn't mean we can do the rest of them with these. Let's find out. Weavile? Hit the range. Would I spend a candy on this? I only spent 1 candy? Right, I didn't even have a candy for Watson. Yeah, I spent 1 candy on Shell. Is that true? We still have 2? We really do. So I could spend a candy on Drapion if I want to, if it does enough. But he could still Will-O-Wispy. Alright, we'll figure that out later. Okay. Surely Steelix leads on this. So we can just Sand Tomb, eat the Shuka, and then dig. And then win. Do we have to be afraid of him booming as we go underground? he would just shell smash. And then after he shell smashes, it would be Shadow Ball. And we would be dead. Okay, so not quite. I think that's still probably my best option. Yeah, plays around Poison Touch, plays we can't get frozen, we can have a Rossberry, so... Hold on, does Sand Tomb with the Shuka Berry? Sand Tomb plus its chip is 25, and then that's 37. So I think it works. Yeah, 37 and 63. I mean, by like an HP or two, maybe it doesn't, but it should be fine. Yeah. The problem is I think it would be like guaranteed Shell Smash. So we'd have to have a Sucker Punch user. Well, no, I just take... Yeah, you can't take +2, right? But still, we'll say that works for the purposes of saying it works. Alright, versus Steelix, we probably... Huh. I don't know, Scald and Polion looking pretty fire right now. We have nothing for Relicanth, right? I mean, just absolutely nothing. I guess Empoleon has to do Relicanth. Float Soul. 66% with Ice Punch. 66%. Buddy. Ice Beam Huntail, anyone? That's the play. I can't believe I have to bring Huntail. Am I really bringing 3 water types? Surely I'm not. I think I'd have to drop. Well, now I have no Intimidate. I mean, this is totally... No Intimidate, no Flyer. We'll have to... Okay, I have the Flyer. Thanks. It's, attempt 1 seems to be coming to an end. That's what it feels like. I think I'd be cooked. Dave, thanks for hanging out. I'm so sorry about today and how it turned out. It's been fun playing this game with you. I'm sorry to see you play something else, but I hope you have fun with it. Yeah, I'll be stopping in on Unavailable for sure. I just won't know what anything does. Cheesemo, if you're still around, thanks for being here. Peace out. Appreciate the sub. Get anybody to raid? Oh my god, it's still O2. It's all O2 always. I don't even know why I checked. I should have just typed it in.